Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, October 19th through Sunday, October 25th, 2015. So I'm fully back into the swing of things from my trip to Colorado. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to all of those who met me out there in Colorado. I met some beautiful, wonderful people, saw some wonderful spiritual scenery, the mountains, the red rocks. It was just a beautiful and spectacular adventure that Spirit allowed me to partake in, and I'm just so grateful and thankful to have had that experience. To all of those that are newly watching this video, I also have a Facebook page under Colleen Lemma and a business Facebook page under Sacred Soul Empowerment, as well as, again, my website, SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. You can see some of the astrological and spiritually empowering posts on a daily basis on those Facebook pages. And if you would like, subscribe to this YouTube channel under Colleen Lemma for the weekly angel card readings, the monthly angel card readings, and the soul reflection videos. So to start out, we're going to talk about the astrology for this week, and this is actually a pretty busy week astrologically speaking, and we're leading up to a full moon that happens next week. But I just find it interesting that there's a lot of transition that's going on in the skies with the planets that's leading up to that full moon that we're going to have next week. Starting on Monday the 19th, we have the moon in Capricorn, and the moon in Capricorn is very goal-oriented and ambitious, but it's not really good for the emotions and the feelings, because the moon rules our intuitions and our feeling nature. And when we put it in the earth sign of Capricorn, it becomes pretty, let's just say, a little bit cold and standoffish within the emotional nature. But again, it's going to be really good to kind of connect with and focus on your career goals and your business ideas and your life path. And the reason why I mentioned the moon on Monday, and I don't always mention the moon going through different transits, as we call it, because the moon makes transits every single day to a lot of the planets. But I found it interesting that on Monday it actually connected with 6 different planets that day. First it connects with Neptune, then it challenges Mercury, then it's in a nice aspect to Venus, in a powerful aspect to Pluto, and then a very beneficial aspect to Jupiter and then Mars. So boom, 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 all throughout the day the moon is connecting with all these different planets, and so you're going to find that there's a lot of energy and a lot of push to move towards those goals and to move towards those ambitions. A little bit of challenge with the square to Mercury and maybe even the conjunction to Pluto that day, but that's going to actually just push you into moving more directly. That's going to give you that power and that oomph to kind of just take your power and move with it. Then on Tuesday, the moon's still in Capricorn, and then it makes connections to Uranus and the Sun, and these are both challenging connections to Uranus and the Sun. So again, between those 2 days, that moon is connecting to 8 different planets. And so there's a lot going on at the beginning of the week, and you're going to find a lot of transition and change and redirection and power and moving forward and connecting in beneficial ways to forward yourself on your path. Then we're going to skip ahead to Thursday the 22nd. And the planet Mercury on Thursday, which is the planet that rules the mind and our thoughts and our communication ability, this is going to be in a challenging aspect to Pluto. Now again, when we talk about a challenging transit or a challenging aspect, or when we talk about that square, which is what this is Mercury squares Pluto that day, even though it's called a challenging energy, it's actually, again, an energy that pushes us. It pushes us into making some sort of change because there is a challenge. Now, Mercury squaring Pluto sometimes can bring challenges with communication, and Pluto rules power, so there might be some power and control issues through communications with other people that day. It can also be some challenges within your own mindset, your own thought processes, your own belief systems, and what you think about yourself, the mindset that you're in. As we move into Friday, we have another Pluto thing going on here. So Pluto seems to be kind of a theme this week, but we have Venus in a nice aspect to Pluto, a trine aspect to Pluto on Friday. And Venus trining Pluto can make you very magnetic. It can make you very, what do I want to say, attractive to other people. And this can be in both in a romantic sense and in a business sense. So romantically, there's, this sexual magnetism going on because Venus is that planet of love and affection and attention. And again, when she connects with Pluto, she feels more powerful. But again, this can also be in business relationships to where you might have just the upper hand, or you're able to persuade people, you're able to talk people into something just by your persona and your energy. On the same day, Friday, the Sun moves from Libra into the sign of Scorpio. So now we're into that scorpionic energy, which is actually the sign that Pluto rules in astrology. So again, we have this mystery, this magnetism, this energy that deals with the unconscious and the metaphysical and the occult. And, no wonder, because we're gearing up towards Halloween, which is all about that Scorpio energy. But, the Sun moving into Scorpio is going to give us a depth. It's going to give us, I want to say a seriousness, but a seriousness on an emotional level. It's very perceptive. It's very feeling oriented. Again, it's very magnetic and persuasive. Then on later Friday, let's stick with Friday for a moment, the moon is shifting into Pisces and it's connecting with Neptune. And then as we move into Saturday, the moon is opposing Venus, Jupiter, and Mars. So again, we have this moon energy going on where it's connecting with 4 different planets this time. And I think here the moon is much more comfortable in Pisces. It's going to be heightening our intuition, our psychic perceptions, especially as it comes together with Neptune later on Friday. And these are all Eastern Daylight Time periods, by the way. On Saturday, when the moon opposes Venus, Jupiter, and Mars, Venus, Jupiter, and Mars are in Virgo. And Virgos are much more grounded, serious, and sometimes can be self-critical and perfectionistic. And this is not going to blend with the moon very well because the moon wants to go with the flow and it wants to merge with spirit in the universe. It wants to just kind of merge with your higher spiritual self. And as it opposes Venus, Jupiter, and Mars in Virgo, it's almost like this dose of reality that kind of keeps coming in, maybe through interactions with other people throughout the day. So again, there might be some dreaminess that's coupled with logic. So again, there's intuition versus logic going on here, going with the flow versus being practical and logical and taking the steps needed. Then on Sunday, we end out the week by Venus coming together with Jupiter. Now, Venus is considered a beneficial planet, or what we call one of the benefics in astrology. Jupiter is the great benefic, or the most beneficial planet in astrology, and these two are coming together. Now, it's in the sign of Virgo, so, even though there's blessings here, you want to be aware to not be overly logical or overly analytical about these blessings that are coming in, but instead just open up and accept these blessings. Be grateful for these blessings with the Jupiter-Venus that's happening on Sunday. And you might even feel this again on Saturday, perhaps even Friday as it's coming closer and closer together. Also on Sunday, we have Mercury, again, that planet of communication and our thoughts, and it's opposing Uranus, which sometimes brings sudden and unexpected occurrences. It's the planet that rules the higher mind and higher intuition. So I want to say, that we could have some very inspirational ideas that day, some very inspirational thoughts, inspirational communications with other people. Now, this can also be some unexpected, surprising types of interactions via communications with other people. And this could be a good surprise, or it can be maybe a not so good surprise, depending on other energies that are going on in your own personal chart and in your personal lives. So there's a little bit about the astrology. That is a lot going on. This week for the card portion of the video, we're going to be using Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot deck. We normally use that as the general deck for everyone, to give the message for everyone. And then your special message card this week is going to come from the Syrian Starseed Tarot by Patricia Corey and Alyssa Bartha. And you can see that there's a card back here from the Syrian Starseed Tarot, and that's because when I was shuffling the decks and meditating earlier before starting the video, this one popped out, and I asked Spirit if this was a special message card for everyone for the week, and they said yes. So that's back there waiting for us to take a look at it. Now, let's go ahead and pull the cards for the week. And I just really actually noticed that I did not light my candle back here, so I apologize. There's no nice little candle flame for you to look at. Now, I'm shuffling this deck, the Angel Tarot deck, before I have it in view here with you on the video. And actually, one just flipped over, so I'm actually going to put that back here, too, to take a look at for everyone for the week. Okay, so let's go ahead. Take a deep breath with me and call in your angels, your guides, the teachers of the light. We call in the archangels and the ascended masters, asking them to give us whatever message, wisdom, and knowledge is in everyone's highest and best interest to know for this week, October 19th through October 25th, 2015. So just looking for that last card. And I look for cards that either stand out to me, they kind of, I don't know, they glow to me, or they kind of stand up in the deck. And actually this one is standing out to me, so I'm going to pull that as our last card. And let's take a look at the first card for the week. Wow, this is great. We start out with the Wheel of Fortune with Archangel Michael. Love it, love it, love it. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward, and fortune is on your side. This is a spectacular way to start out the week. This is definitely a karmic turn of events. And with Archangel Michael here leading the way, it's definitely a time where you're protected, you're divinely guided. And just as this says, this is a positive turn of events. It's a positive turn of that Wheel of Fortune. And we look here, and it's interesting because Archangel Michael is surrounded by a wheel, and this wheel actually has the symbols of the zodiac around it. And I find it very interesting that as I talked about the astrology for the week, there was a lot of things going on, especially the beginning of the week with the moon in Capricorn hitting all those different planets. The moon towards the end of the week in Pisces hitting 4 different planets, a lot of things going on astrologically. And again, all of that planetary energy is moving us forward. It's making things happen. It's creating this window of opportunity, or windows of opportunity, to where we're going to be able to see the fruits of our labor. You know, you have to take action this week, because as all these planets are lining up and making connections to other planets, it's a great time to utilize that energy to move towards your goals, to visualize what it is that you desire to manifest. And here with Archangel Michael starting out the week, this is really saying that this is a very good beginning for this week, for things to kind of move forward in a positive way. Let's take a look at the second card for the week. Okay, we have the Five of Earth. Now this is interesting because this is a card that we often don't necessarily want to see in a reading. It says fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, and uncertain self-employment. So I feel like all this is meaning is that we have been dealing with, some of us, over the last couple of weeks, feelings of uncertainty in our lives. Now again, this uncertainty can be with career, our life path, with our goals, with our money, our finances. It could even be uncertainty with relationships, although this is more career and money oriented here. And I feel like this is just a message from your angels and guides, especially with Archangel Michael and the Wheel of Fortune starting this out for the week. This is a message to say, don't give in to those fears. Don't allow what you think is real or what you see around you as happening to be the reality of your reality. Okay, I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but sometimes what we see happening or the manifestation of things around us, it's all just an illusion, and it's part of the illusion that our fears are creating. And this is saying, do not allow your fears to overtake you, because you'll be creating more of what you do not want instead of more of what you do want. And I feel like with Archangel Michael starting out the week and protecting us this week, if you just hold that space of faith and trust and knowing that you're divinely guided and protected, this is going to just kind of cross itself out, so to speak, and not allow itself to take hold in your specific reality. But let's go ahead and take a look at the third card here for the week. Okay, beautiful. This is kind of winding up the energy here with the Four of Fire. And to me, this is a card of success. The message at the bottom says contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. When I think of the number 4, I think of a box, and a box is very stable. So this is a number of stability. It's a number of creation and form, manifestation. And this is manifestation of spiritual energy that creates your goals and your ambitions and your projects and other things that you're working on into coming into fruition. It starts in the spiritual realm. Fire is spirit. So it starts with your visualization. It starts with your enthusiasm. It starts with your creativity, all key words of the fire suit, the fire element. And the 4, again, is just saying that you are creating and bringing into manifestation that which you desire with the spiritual, using the spiritual energy in a proper and appropriate way. Again, this is saying abundance, success. And again, I go back to that 5 of Earth and saying that that was just a message, not that that's going to happen, but it's a message of caution almost with this 5 of Earth, saying again, do not give in to your fears, do not give in to the worries or anxieties of lack of, not having enough of whatever it might be, because again, your thoughts are going to create your reality, and instead we want to focus on the creation of the positive, the creation of success, the creation of stability. And how can you go wrong with the Wheel of Fortune starting out the week? This is definitely saying that you're going to have success as long as you stay in the right frame of mind and allow your angels and guides also to help you and to have trust in them as you move forward on your path. Let's take a look at this card that kind of turned over when I was shuffling. Wonderful. This is, again, another confirmation that things are going to be really good this week if you stay in a good mindset. The 6 of Fire, victory, good news is on the way, public recognition or awards. So again, this is the victory card. This is always the victory card in the traditional tarot. 6 of Fire, 6 of Wands. There's a knight here on a horse galloping forward. He's got a huge smile on his face. He's got some people around him that are kind of guiding or walking with him, leading him, kind of cheering him on as he moves forward. Sort of like the gallant knight who, comes home after victory in a battle. And, we have been battling a lot of heavy energies, especially with all those eclipses in the month of September and the changes that ensued because of them. But you're going to come out victorious. Some of the changes may have been difficult, and even challenging in a lot of ways, but as you're following the guidance of spirit and the guidance of your heart and what it is that you truly desire, what it is you truly want in your life, then you're going to come out victorious, especially in this week leading up to the full moon. Now let's look at the Syrian Starseed Tarot card that came out when I was shuffling. Beautiful. Another major arcana in this deck here, or in this reading. This is called Guidance. It's major arcana number 5. And you can see that there's a beautiful image of a Buddha statue here. There's an image here over top of the Buddha of the Sphinx head. Just has a very grand and powerful and very positive energy about it. A lot of golds and yellows dealing with the solar plexus of our personal power, the sacral chakra orange color with our creative self-expression. Again, the Buddha is smiling here. So this is kind of an indication of going with your inner guidance. You know, when I feel this, I mean, I think of Buddha, I think of meditation, I think of connecting with your higher soul self, and even the Sphinx head up here above the Buddha can kind of be indicative of that higher knowledge or higher soul self or connection with the divine, the universe, and connecting with that spiritual guidance within you and that spiritual guidance of your angels and guides giving messages to you, and connecting with the spiritual guidance of universe, God, source energies. And as long as you're doing that again and you're staying balanced and in a place of peace and in a state of positivity, then you're going to have this success and this victory that we're all looking for in this week. So this is a very positive reading, a very wonderful reading. So, you know what? I didn't even show you the stones of choice, so I apologize. Let's do that really quick, and if you need to pause the video to make your choice, you can do that. The first stone of choice for this weekly reading is iolite, and iolite is a beautiful blue stone. It vibrates to the third eye, so higher psychic perceptions and intuitions, clairvoyance, and just connecting with those higher spiritual messages. This could even be used for the throat chakra and speaking your truth, your higher truth, in a very loving and compassionate way. The second stone of choice is a fire opal. Now, all three of these stones, by the way, I got when I was on my trip to Colorado Springs, Colorado, and I brought them back with me. The fire opal is a red, fiery-looking stone. It relates to the Kundalini energy, which is the powerful transformational, transmutational energy that we can use to create. This is also a stone that can, I want to say, bring inspiration and manifestation into your life. Then your last stone of choice, this is a tumbled emerald. An emerald is a stone that's going to connect with the heart chakra, our emotions, our relationships. It's actually a stone that deals with successful, open, honest relationship matters, and brings a sense of commitment and fidelity. So again, your stones of choice are the iolite, the fire opal, or the emerald. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle the Syrian Starseed Tarot. Again, calling in all of our angels and guides for whatever message you need to have for whatever your stone of choice is. So the first stone, again, the iolite people. This one just stuck up and popped out of the deck. Iolite people is the Seven of Orbs. Now this is traditionally the Seven of Earth. And if we look at the symbology here, we have a balloon, and there's, I can't tell if there's one or two people in the balloon. I think there's just one person in the balloon. There's two people down on the ground looking up at the person up here in the balloon. And they are either, depending on your perception, trying to gather these orbs or these discs, or throwing them out of the balloon and out into the sky. Now, again, this is traditionally the Seven of Earth or the Seven of Pentacles. And I feel like here with this card, what this card traditionally is about is kind of going within your own mind and contemplating and reevaluating and trying to understand the logic of what's going on around you. So I feel like I feel like what's needed here is kind of that guidance card kind of comes into play here, where you have to go within. You have to go within and you have to understand through your powers of the mental mind, through your powers of discernment, what's kind of going on here in your reality. So there might be a little bit of confusion, there might be even a little bit of chaos. I feel like this person, is a little bit maybe chaotically either throwing these discs out or trying to get them in one way or the other. The thing that strikes me is this balloon is very colorful. The rest of this card is kind of neutral in color. There's dark here where the figures are standing. There's just a very kind of whitish blue, kind of pale color down here. But when I get up to the balloon is colorful. It's red, it's yellow, it's green, it's orange, it's pink, it's purple. It's got all these wonderful, colorful energies in it. And I feel like this is about you rising above the negative ego mind, rising above some of those anxious thoughts or doubtful thoughts or fearful thoughts. It's about sorting things out on the material plane as well. So sorting out finances, logically thinking about the next step of what needs to happen to move towards your destiny path, or to make the right decisions in career matters or even relationship matters. So I feel like there's something here about rising above some of the negativity and not allowing the chaos to take hold basically in this week. All right, now let's look at whatever the message is for the people that chose the fire opal. So giving these a little bit of shuffle. Okay, this one is definitely wanting to come out. Fire opal. The Ace of Orbs. This is a beautiful card. The Ace of Orbs is traditionally the Ace of Earth. Okay, and with the Ace of Earth or the Ace of Pentacles, this is definitely the new beginning, a tangible new beginning in career, in life path, in finances. So, the earth is all about tangible things. Things are possessions, again, things that deal with our work, service to others, our money situations, all those kind of tangible earthly things. But this is definitely a positive card. We have a dolphin down here in the ocean, and moving towards this, again, this colorful ball of light. It's got green and purple, pink, and some blues in it. And that dolphin sees that as a colorful new beginning. And again, this colorful new beginning is in the realms of your path, okay, whatever that path might be about. So this is boding very well for you this week. Very positive message. Okay, and then for those of you that chose the emerald, and this one keeps touching my finger. So the emerald people, isn't that interesting? 6 of flames. Now why do I think that's interesting? Because the 6 of flames is the same as the 6 of fire, okay? These are both the same card. So we both have it for everyone in general with the 6 of fire back there from the Angel Tarot. And now the people that chose emerald for the week, you have 6 of flames, which again signifies success. This is about creativity because it's fire. It's about balanced creativity. It's about success. I feel like your path is lit. Okay, this is what I feel here with this hand holding a scepter of light. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flames here, and the 6th flame is here being held by this hand, this mysterious hand, so to speak. So we definitely have a balance of energy, and our path, our destiny path, our goals are being lit. We're being guided by this torch, so to speak. So I feel like your angels and guides are guiding the way for you this week. So all you have to do is pay attention, watch this flame, watch the light, stay in the light, and move forward according to the guidance that is given. And as you move forward, you're going to attain success. So what a wonderful reading for this week. Again, I wish you all much love and light. Thank you so much for your comments, your support, your love. I feel that all, and I send that all back to you tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. So thank you so much, and many, many angel blessings to all of you.